Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Captain Kokomo, and today we are taking a look at Kenshi. Kenshi is a squad-based RPG that is set on a different planet from what I can tell. It's very samurai Japanese culture-based when it comes to the weapons and armor, but other than that, it is post-apocalyptic mayhem. There is It's been out for a while. I quite enjoy this game. I've been playing it pretty much constantly for the last probably couple of weeks. My wife has probably been getting sick of me actually spending so much time on it. But you can start off with a new... before I get into that, there are mods. I have many mods. I have disabled some of the more adult-themed mods. But for now, I have got the ones I've watched a couple of other people play the game, and these are the mods that I feel are needed. You need a bigger squad. You need to have the mod that it's called slopeless. When you build your base, it stops your buildings from being on an angle because it's annoying as hell. I don't know if that music is too loud, so let me know in the comments if it is. But anyway, let's start a new game. You can choose a few different ways to start out. The Wanderer is the normal one. Wandering Trader is the very boring one. The Holy Sword, you start out with a Holy Sword. It is a pretty kick-ass Nodachi weapon. You start out at level 0, but you start out with a bounty on your head, and everyone wants to collect, so you have to avoid being seen by most factions, and yeah, start up your team, and yeah. Cannibal Hunter, I haven't done that one yet. Difficulty is dodgy. I don't know what that means. I seriously regret coming into cannibal territory. This was a stupid idea. Warning, you will be attacked immediately upon game start. Not recommended for first time play. We will not be doing that today. A lost skeleton. Rebooting in 3, 2, 1. Memory lost. Location unknown. Who are these beings in front of me? Oh, other skeletons. Maybe they can explain what happened to me. The skeletons... Alright. We'll get into it later, but the Hive Exile, that's Son of a Captain. You start up, yeah, there's different ways to play. I'll let you read them. We can, if you want me to do another one later on, I will, but, oh, what's that one? That one starts off with 1,000,000 cash. Test start, that looks pretty damn good. Empire Citizen. A simple citizen of the United Cities, you've lost your job and your house at the whim of the noble lord. Faced with poverty and starvation, which is a crime in this place, if you decide to head out of town and find some form of self-employment before you starve to death. That is another average start one. It's not bad. The Holy Nation, the Holy Citizen. The Holy Nation is one of the factions in the game. A guy with a dog that's attempting to start like Fallout starts, I guess. But it's not easy. You start in the middle of a desert with no food, no way of getting food, and you have to feed you and your dog and hopefully survive. But I think I will start out nobody's the Wanderer. I'll start out as the Wanderer. The normal start. You can change the options down here. Hunger time, chance of death, global damage multiplier, building speed, research speed, number of nests multiplier. Bandits loot the player. Now, that I'm going to turn off because I don't want to lose everything every time I get knocked out, because you do get knocked out every time you fight, or almost every time you fight. So I'm going to turn that off for now. And let's begin. And by the way, getting knocked out is not a bad thing. It increases your toughness. So this game is definitely one that encourages you to get into fights, because that is one of the best ways to get better at them and to increase your stats. Alright, change our name to Kokomo. What race will we be? We can be a human. There's sub-races of the human. There's the cannibal. I've got the mod that lets you be different ones. That's a normal one. That's a Scorchlander. The Greenlander and the Scorchlander are the standards. Cannibals are different. Obviously male and female. Western Hive, that's a different one. The Hive are the bug race. Hive Queen, that's one of the other ones that it's a mod, part of a mod. But the Hive Queen, she has that on the front of her. That's how she gives birth to her hive. Fishman, that's part of a mod. The Shek, they are like the Klingons of this planet. They believe in honor and fighting and rowdy and... Ooh, skeleton. Yeah, you can start off as a skeleton. Skeleton is... Alright. There was a rumor that... Look, I haven't read much into the past of this game, but apparently the skeletons... There was a big war. There was a big calamity, and that's why the world is now a wasteland. And skeletons apparently had a big deal. They were part of what happened, apparently. So, people blame them a lot for what happened because they survived the radiation and all the other crap that went along with it. But they are also hated by a lot of people because they survived so well. So I'm not going to start off as a skeleton. Western Hive. Hive Prince. The Hive are the bug race of the world. I think I'll start off as a human. Just a normal Greenlander. Let's randomize it. I don't like that mustache. That's gotta go. Tall, thin, that'll do. Face, randomize, that'll do. Hair, randomize. We're getting rid of that mustache, I'm afraid. I like the... Yeah, he can be Jesus. That'll do. Now let's change his hair color, shall we? Well, let's go bright blue. Bright purple. That'll do. Excuse me. Okay. Why don't we go to... Ooh. He's hunching over. Him not smart. Him only hit stuff bad. Or he could be sticking his belly out. I'm not sure. Normal. Shoulder set. Down. Let's go... Up. Let's, yeah, stick it up. Excuse me. I'm still getting over the cold or a flu or whatever I've had in the last week or so. Headbanger. We're not going to headbang. Leg length. Let's get him... Let's make him really short. Shoulders. Really big. Arm bulk. Turn him into a dwarf, shall we? Yeah, we'll turn him into a dwarf. Really stocky. Big chest. Big stomach. Leg bulk. Yep, and feet are gonna be huge. There's my little dwarf. And of course, each race has their own pluses. Greenlanders get pluses to farming, cooking, and science. Cannibals get pluses to cooking. They don't farm. Gorchlander gets pluses to dexterity, athletics, stealth, armor smithing, and weaponsmithing, and dodging. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, and the other races, Hivers are good for basically the Hive drones are good for, like, manual tasks, like standing on a turret, or laboring, or farming. Soldiers are obviously good for attacking and strength. And prints are good for, like, thievery and stealth and vet. I didn't know that was a different stat. But let's go back to our human. Shek are good for, you guessed it, they are good for attacking and strength and toughness and, yeah, we hurt. Alright, let's go back to... Is it still there? Is it still there? Yep, there he is. So, this is us. This is us in the... Where is it? I think we're in the hub. We start off in the hub. This is the map. This is the play area you get. It takes a long time to run across it, even at full speed. But in the later stages of the game, that's what you will be doing. That's how he runs. Look at him. You move the... use the WASD keys to move around. Use the mouse middle button to change the camera angle. Right mouse button tells him where to go. Who are these guys? They are mercenaries from the Mercenary Guild. And you can hire them to... Let's talk to them. Pause. I'm looking to hire some bodyguards, which costs money. 2,000 a day. Same price for if you want them to protect your base. I've also installed a mod that will let you take over any town as long as you kill the leader of said town. But I'm not going to be doing that. This is the hub. This is where most people usually start off. But I don't like starting off here because I like to go down to Squin. There's a couple of reasons why I like going to Squin. It's because there is at least one free recruit down there. Actually, let's go back into this little bar here. This is one of only 2 buildings that are intact in this little town. Let's go into the bar. And this is the bar. All these people sitting around. If they've got a speech bubble over them, that means you can talk to them. That's just a diplomatic. If you need to raise your diplomatic status with the hounds, they'll do that. That's Trep. Trep. I need to get out of town. Need a doctor. Sure, having a medic around could be pretty useful. Alright, it'll cost you 6,000 cats, which I don't have. I've only got 1,000. Sorry, not interested. But for 6,000 cats, they do come with some decent stats. It is worth considering if you do have the money. These bar vagrants, twitchy bar vagrants, they're all itching to start a fight. Let's start a fight. See if we can... I just wanted to buy you a drink. The fuck are you looking at, eh? Oh, I got injured. Not my best move. I only got slightly injured. But they got knocked out, and now I can take their stuff. It's all about opportunity. Now I am a little... fat little... fat little mushroom. Look at me. I don't know why they do that. That's just a glitch that happens from time to time. I hope one of these guys has got a healing pack. Unconscious. They are going to die if they don't get help. They also have a bounty on their heads. I could carry that person to somewhere that... I don't know. TOTW Hub Barman. I don't know what that is. Alright, do you have any... You do. You have medical, which I am going to need. No room for that item. That's alright. I can sell you some stuff. And we'll do that. Sell you that. What's the difference? Sell you that. Stats are better on the shirt, so I'll sell you that and sell you that. I can get rid of my iron club. And which one is better? Old refitted blade or refitted blade? We'll keep that one and sell you that one. Now I will pick up a med kit, bandages. Let's go and loot him before we go anywhere. Little mushroom man. No room for that. Nope. Let's rearrange. There we go. Now he's running a little bit slower because he is weighed down. That's the thing. The more you carry, the heavier it is, the more encumbered you get. Your encumbrance will slow you down, but it will also train your strength. So you do want a certain amount of encumbrance. Blunt resistance, cut resistance, stealthing. I don't know if I want to go the thieving route, because thieving in this game is... It can get you places pretty quickly. I don't want to go through that route. That's just making it too easy. But I will need some food. I will also need to first aid this twitchy bar thug. This character is wanted by the authorities. Turn them in for a reward. Let's speed this up while we heal them. Recovery coma. Which authorities are they wanted by? That's the question. Pick up. Is it you that is wanted? No. Maybe the mercenary. I'll look at his bodyguards. Never mind. Where is the... Can I go to the gate? If there's no gate guards, that's going to be a problem. Alright, well, let's go to where I said I was going to go. Let's go to Skye. Oh, where did he go? He's running. I am weighed down. I'm 67% encumbered. And I'm also wounded. I need to fix myself up before I bleed to death. Let's go down to Skye. Hopefully this bounty will last the length. 15 hours. I think I'll get there in time. But yes, like I was saying, I am encumbered. I was 67%, now I'm encumbered 65% because my strength is going up 64%. Let's take a look. As you get encumbered, your strength goes up. Look at that bar going up slowly. And also, athletics goes up the more you run around. Not quite as much when you're weighed down, but that's the sacrifice. Also, when you go into a new zone, it's always a good idea to push the pause button while the loading happens. I've got this game on my solid state drive and it still does that. Now that I'm wearing his gear, he'll probably be a little annoyed that I'm trying to put him in jail. That's what happens when you try and pick a fight with somebody. Now, I don't have this game on the highest graphics settings because it is still very graphics intensive and very, very large. But still, it's pretty good. I like it. You can zoom right in. Oh, we're hovering because we're in a new zone. This is Squin coming up. This is a Shek city. Is he on the ground? Oh, glitching a little. We are trotting towards Squin. We didn't run into anyone, which is probably a good thing. Now, the Shek, they don't hate people. They're not xenophobes, which is a good thing. They're probably one of the very few races in this game that are not xenophobes. Let's go into town. Speed it back up. Make it quick. Flat skin. That's what we get called. Flat skin. In the wrong... I have the wrong house. I'm sorry. I have the wrong house. I know. I apologize. I have the wrong house. Well, that is normally where people hand in bounties and stuff. I don't understand. Put down. I guess I won't be getting a bounty. Let us check the bar. This is the flophouse bar type deal. Let's see who are you. Soto and Fumin. These are all people that cost money to hire. They're all Shek. Oh, hang on. What are you? You're a headhunter. You will go and find people for me. Soto, you are one of the ones that I had in my last game, but let's go and find... There is a free recruit in this town, probably in this bar here. Speed it up. Free recruit is she here? That's her, Ruka. Are you looking at my horns, Flatskin? I really couldn't care less about your horns. Good, because I can still prove my worth in a battle without them. I have a question for you, Flatskin. What do you do if you're outnumbered on the battlefield? You fight tactically. You take out the weakest opponent first. Truth. We must even the odds against us when situation looks bleak. We fight the enemy to the death, and we die with honor on the battlefield. That is your basic introduction to the Shek. I didn't die. I work, surrounded by dead, but still alive. They labeled me a deserter and cut my horns on my return. I am no longer a warrior, but a servant. You fought bravely. You didn't deserve that. You lost your horns, but you're still able to fight again. You're damn lucky to be alive. Horns or no horns. You didn't deserve that. Perhaps, either way, I will not remain here as an unclad warrior, but you seem different on the other hand, outsiders. Different to the other outsiders I have met, Flatskin. Let us band together. I am intrigued to fight alongside you. It would be an honor. This is Ruka. You can change what she looks like, but yeah, she's fine. Doesn't matter. Now, we have our second recruit. Now, let's go and start getting us some money, because we need to find a place to live. And because I've got a mod called Citizens installed, it populates these towns with a lot more citizens. I don't know if I'm going to keep it on, but this is the house I normally upgrade. It starts out like that, and you purchase it for 7,200, and you repair it so it looks like that, and then you start putting different workstations in it and storages in it and things like that. That's where I usually get my first lot of money. But for now, I think bag check. All right. Show them my gear. All right, acceptable. Go. Now there are other free recruits that I can get, but that is all over the map. I think I'm gonna have to get some money behind me before I start traveling to different places. So now comes the boring part. This is the part where we have to go and mine. Alright. And copper will always sell better than iron. So they're coming around the mountain. We're not too far from Shek, so we can Squin, so we can run back if we get attacked by anyone. But the way you do this, you find a resource, and if you click it once with the right click, they will go up to it and start hitting it. That's what they're doing. They are leveling up their laboring and probably their strength as well. Or maybe not. But they will keep hitting this until it fills up to 5 bundles of copper. So let's drag it onto one of these players, one of these people. That was my phone. But if you want to set up a permanent job for one of these people, let's say we want Rook to permanently mine this whenever she has free time, when she's not being attacked or doing other jobs. Hold down shift and hit the right button, and that will set her to mine that automatically. So if I tell her to go over here, she'll come back to it and start mining. She's going to come back to it and start mining. They will keep mining this until they get a stack of 5 in there. And then that will mean that this resource is full. And when we get our inventory full, we will go and sell our copper and make some cash. While we're waiting for that, these are the stats. You saw that I got injured before. Chest wound, it is healing. It will heal over time if you leave it. But obviously, laying down and resting on a bed will help it heal better and quicker. You can use the first aid kits that you get to heal any initial injuries. That's the red colored part of the bar. But the yellow parts of the bar is what needs to heal up over time to get back to 100%. If you go to negative numbers, you are usually knocked out. It's particularly in your head and your chest. If you go down to negative 100, you die. You can lose limbs in this game as well. There's a limbs button up here. You can buy skeleton limbs or mechanical limbs to put onto your person. It's just plug and play limbs, basically. Alright, hold down shift to drag the whole stack. She's got 6 on her, and she is overweight now. 45 out of 19. She can carry 19 kilos normally, and she is under a heavy weight. She is encumbered 57%. The more she is encumbered, the more strength she will gain when she runs back to town. So this series, I am going to play Iron Man. Dead is dead. So if Kokomo dies, that's it. I start the series again, or I start a new game. It's up to you guys. It's quite easy to do, by the way. And, oh yes, the hunger down here. The humans, they have a normal hunger rate. The Shek have a higher hunger rate. Their racial hunger rate is an extra 0.25 to their hunger, so they eat more, especially when they're working. And they will not eat unless they drop to about 50%. So I will drop a couple in there just to share the food around. Check this out. We've got 4 in there. 1, 2. 3. Alright, we cannot fit any more in there, so we'll give that last one to him. Kokomo can keep on mining, and Ruka will come back into town. See, there's lots of people in town. Ruka is carrying a 70% load. She's gaining strength while she's carrying that load. Better turn her job off while she's running in here, or else she will, as soon as she gets here, she'll start running back to try and mine that place. So let's go into the shop. Oh, somebody was buying up big. Let's trade. I'd like to sell you all of the copper that I just got, because I'm saving up for a house. Do I want anything else? Probably not for now. I will need... Well, let's take a look while we're in here. Let's pause it. These are building materials. You will need those to build any building, and most likely any workstation or mine that you place down on the map. Steel bars are for weapons, usually weapon crafting. Wheat straw, you need 2 of those to research the wheat farm, and you need 10 of those for each small wheat farm plot. But I think that's probably... And, oh, hemp as well, cactus and cotton. Those are the 4 main ones that I worry about. There is also rice weed that you can grow in swamp and wet areas, but I don't know if I'll be doing that in this episode, in this series. The electronics come later on when you start to build up lights and light fittings and ceiling fans in your rooms and stuff. Robotics components are for when you start building up robot repair kits and skeleton repair kits, things like that. Hacksaws, they look silly. You don't need them often, but if you do get captured by as shackles are put on your legs, you need a hacksaw to get out of them, or you can try and pick the lock. Either way. These are the skeleton repair kits. They are very expensive, but if you can find them out in the world, they are gold. As you can see, they sell for like 4,500 each. Research books, you need those to go up in the tech tree. I'll show you that in probably next episode or episode after. We've still got a little way to go to get our first place. But yeah, those are the basic resources. Probably going to leave it there for this first episode. Let me know what you think of Kenshi. If you want me to keep playing it. If you don't want me to keep playing it. If you want me to play a different game. Comments down below. Yeah, always happy to hear from all my viewers, fans out there. I know there's not many of you at the moment, but if we can share the video around. If you've liked anything I've done, please hit the thumbs up button, by the way. If you want to see the next episode, please hit the subscribe button. And if you want to know when that episode goes up, hit that bell icon, because that will tell you every time I upload a video. But for now, I thank you for joining me. I've been Captain Kokomo, and I will see you on the next video.